Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Psychological Theatre. And today I would like to talk about a very interesting topic, and it's a little related to logical thinking. You have to look at this a little logically, and but if you are able to look at it, then it can help in many ways. Okay, I would like to apologize for my voice. I have a little cold, and so let's begin. So, what I want to really share with you today is that I will maybe state the statement, and then we will slowly go inside it. That in the chain of cause and effect, okay, in life we have things, and not things, but let's say actions, and then actions always have a cause. This is called in physics the principle of causality. Okay, so uh, cause creates an effect, cause creates an action. Okay, so what I want to say is that in the chain of cause and effect, in the chain of cause and effect, the action of effect, the action of the effect does not require an actor. So, in the chain of cause and effect, the action of effect does not require an actor. It happens. Okay. So, what could this do is like all the things where you are acting because of a cause in your life, in those moments, you don't have to consider that you have done that action. That action just does not require anyone to do it. It happens because it has a cause. The cause is the actor, in a way you can say. Okay? So, if you will see it in your life every day, then you will see that from so many actions, you can disconnect yourself from the action. Not because of a belief, not because of some emotional response, but actually logically, actually rationally, that when causality is going on, the effect is just inevitable, you can say. The effect happens. You don't need someone to execute the effect of the cause. Okay? So, uh, let's take a small example, okay? Just to clarify it. Actually, that was the essence of what I wanted to say, but just let's expand it a little bit to make it more clear that let's say you see a beautiful car, okay? And you see the car, and then as you see it, a desire arises in you which says that I should have that car. Okay? And because now you want to have that car, you start working to get that car. Okay? In whatever way. You start working hard on your career so that you can save enough money and buy that car. So, very simple example. It can be applied to any other object except the car. So, what happens here is that the moment you observe the car, okay, there is an observation of the object that, okay, the car has come in front of me. Now, what happens is that as you see the car, you judge the car after seeing it, or you categorize the car. Okay, and that categorization is whether you like it or you don't like it. Okay, in these two aspects. So you categorize it that, oh, I really like it, it's a beautiful car. Okay, so this categorization itself is the cause for the rising of the desire to have the car. Okay, which is why you would see, once you tell yourself that you like that car, the desire comes by itself, quickly, straight away. Okay, it can be for anything. Okay, any object, when you categorize as beautiful, pleasant, pleasurable, or in any positive way, the desire naturally arises. You don't have to create a desire for the car. You see the car, you tell yourself it's a really nice car, and the moment you tell it, the desire arises, maybe I should have the car. Okay, then that desire becomes the cause for your hard work that you do to get the car actually. Then you spend, let's say, 5 days to, if you are a day trader, maybe in 5 days you can make the money. Or if you are a person who is working on a salary, let's say in 5 years you get the money. But all that action of working for the car is happening because you had the desire of getting the car. Okay, so all the hard work that you are doing is not done by you, but it's the action of the desire. The rising of the desire is not done by you, but it's just happening because you categorize the car, or you judge the car as pleasurable. I hope you're seeing the chain. So one action becomes the cause, and then it creates an effect. Then that effects become the cause for the next action, and then that becomes the cause for the next action. And in this way, the chain of causality moves on. So the beautiful thing about it is, like, after, let's say, you categorize the car as beautiful, as nice, the desire arises by itself. You didn't have to work to arise the desire. Then after the desire has arisen, and if it's actual strong desire, then you naturally start working to save money for that car. You don't have to do something extra. It's just you tell yourself, yes, I want that car and I should work for it. Then the working starts beginning. So what I really want to focus here, or what I really want to show here, is that most of our actions which have a cause, they are not done by you. They just happen. The action which doesn't have a cause would be done by you. That would be actually an action done by you. But if you would observe our life a little calmly, a little with a little care, with a little attention, then you would see that most of our actions have a cause. Okay, so it's like, are you eating because you want to eat, or the hunger that you have in your stomach is making you eat? Okay, this could be said in that way, the philosophical question. Or the other way I can say is that someone calls your name, that, hey, can you come, please come here. So when you move towards that person, do you move because you wanted to move towards that person, or do you move because this person has called you? Okay, because if this person has called you, the calling of your name, that, hey, can you please come here, is the cause of the action that you perform afterwards. Okay, so that action that you perform afterwards does not require any actor. It just happens because there was a cause. Okay, So, in the chain of causality and action, in the chain of causality, cause and effect, the effect happens by itself. But you think you are doing it in general life just because you see your body doing it. Okay? But actually, it happens because it already had a cause. The cause had already uh, decided what kind of action will happen and will be executed. Okay? So always be clear about this, that in the chain of causality, the action of the effect does not require any actor, it just happens. So all the actions in your life, in your daily life, that you're doing because of a cause, you are not doing them, they just happen. So slowly and slowly you can stop taking credit for those actions. Okay? First of all, you can observe that how your life is full of actions which have a cause. Okay? That makes you see that you are actually not acting at all. Only the causes in your life are acting, and they make you act. And after that, you can also ask the question, then what is an action without a cause? Because that would actually be an action where an actor is required. Okay? Where the where someone is required to do something. Otherwise, the cause is making sure that the effect will happen. So try to see this in your life from small things like feeling hungry, someone calling your name, okay? Small things like this, okay? And then you see how your life is full of causes. The people around you become a cause, your environment becomes a cause, your own thoughts become a cause, okay? Your own habits become a cause. And then you see how those causes are acting in your life. And actually, that you call as your action. But actually, you are not acting there, okay? The cause is acting there, as we discussed before. So please try to observe this in your life. Please try to see this. It's a very easy observation, so as to say, it's not something very complicated to see. If you understand this cause and effect principle quite easily, then start finding the causes in your life. You can even note down every day that, okay, this was the cause for this action, this was the cause for this action. And then you can see that most of the day is filled with causality. Okay? So try to do this, and then if you reach to this point where you see that all action is because of causality, and the question sprouts in your heart that then what is the action which is without a cause? Okay? At the moment, science says there is no action without a cause. Most actions have a cause. But let's put aside science for a second, just for the sake of investigation, to keep things fresh. And then when you realize it, then try to ask yourself, is there an action without a cause? Because when there is an action without a cause, it requires someone to do it. Because there is no cause to create an effect. So then someone has to actually do that action. It means an actor is required for that action. So try to see this, try to observe it, and I would hope that you can easily catch this in your life. And I think it could be a really turning point for you in your daily living, actually. So try this, and if you have some questions, something else, please leave in the comments. I would love to answer. And let's meet again next week or whenever it's possible. Oh, Lord, I know up to it I have flown. Which way the river's gonna flow? Which way the river's gonna flow, we don't know. Okay, thank you very much.